everybody attention? Can I get everybody attention? Hey!
Can he get everybody attention? Thank you.
Let's go. Hey, first, thank everybody for coming out. This is, as a coach, this is the most important day that I got into coaching for. Not to win championships, not to do all these things, but to help young men and young ladies who are on our support staff move further in life. And it also brings great pleasure when you also have a person of great character and made of the right stuff start to get the things that they deserve in life. And everybody here knows Caleb, and we know what type of person Caleb is. Caleb is the epitome of determination, and he's somebody that, as I got to coach him, it not only has it made me a better person, but it also inspires me when I get to tough moments to realize the things. I don't know if everybody knows his story, but where he has come from and the things that he has fought through to get to the point where he's at, it should install pride in everybody at Belaire, because it shows right now we are made of the right stuff. All of these efforts that he did, I heard a lot of people say, man, I did this, I got this. This is Caleb Joseph, and this is his teammates. This is him doing the things that he has to do to be a great leader, and this is also his teammates buying in to him getting that. And that's what we got to do as the whole school. It's going to take all of us so we can get to our goals, but it's all of us doing our job to the best of our ability. Caleb went through his freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year. He was always the next man up ready to come in. And whenever he came in, he did what he had to do. This year, he came over and seamlessly took the leadership role of the team. Not by being this vocal person who doing, you always have a lot of leaders who are vocal and doing a lot of rah-rah. He did it old school style. He just put his boots, put his pants on, and came to work every day and led by example. And it was more so us forcing him to talk to make sure everybody listened than him than him just coming out there trying to do it. It was never about me or anything like that. I am extremely proud. I am honored to have coached this team, everybody on the team, but I'm extremely honored to coach Caleb. And Caleb could attest to it, somebody else could attest to it. There's a lot of coaches sitting over there and they say, man, our tables ain't strong enough. But I would tell them, say, this is one of the men in life that I'm gonna stand on the table for. And I'm filled with so much joy to see that he's going to be able to move on to that next phase of life and still have some things set up. Because to me, truly and honestly, I'm gonna go down and believe, and I've seen a lot of talent. Caleb is one of the best running backs I ever have been around, period, point blank. And I've been around guys who are currently playing in the NFL. Caleb has all that. Any coach that I talk to can tell them, say, if you got 5 Caleb Josephs on your team, in 2 years, you're gonna win the championship. If we had 4 or 5 more guys of his ilk, we would have been in the state championship. It's just as hard to do it, but what he did do, what he's proud of, is he started something. We've been all here for 4 years, but I truly believe this year we started something where it's like, we're not trying to play football. We had a smaller group, but we had a bunch of guys committed to each other and committed to doing the right thing. And I think it started from that whole senior class and junior class that we had stepping up, and he was the de facto leader of it. Simply, he was the senior, he had done a lot. But not to take away from everybody else, because I don't think we could have did it. It's about 8 or 10 guys that it wouldn't have been able to work without those guys. They made it work. So I want everybody to give Caleb a round of applause. Caleb did all that, and this lady standing beside him, sitting beside him, she deserves just as much credit. You know, I always say a lot of times, as a coach, as a coach, it's easy for me to sit out there and do certain things when I have certain players come up there, and I didn't have nothing to do in that process. I was just able to facilitate it. But his mom and his family and all the support staff, I want to give all y'all a round of applause because I can say one thing. Y'all did a great job. Y'all are doing a great job because more importantly, he's a great football player, but I can attest to it one thing, he's an even greater young man, and I know he will be a great man in the future. And I want to thank you all for giving me, myself, and my coaching staff the opportunity to work with this young man and know that, hey, for the rest of your life, you got people behind you, and for the next 4 to 5 years, Centenary got about 30 or 40 more fans that's going to be rooting for him all that. So without anything, I just say, let's give Caleb Joseph another round of applause. But at this time, we would let Mr. Joseph make I'm sorry, Coach Hudson, we're going to get him up there because Coach Hudson likes to be silent. But I will be honest with you, this whole Coach Henderson, Coach Hudson, Coach Cooper, Coach Turner, Coach Joseph, I'm probably one of the luckiest head coaches in the state because I have a staff that makes everything easy for me. This is the first year and I made a whole bunch of mistakes, and 99% of my mistakes was covered up because I was surrounded by great men, and more important, like I always say, as good as football coaches they are, all of them around me because of one thing. I know every one of those guys are stand-up young men and gonna do everything they can to help these young men get to where they want to get to. Hey, let's listen to Coach Hudson.
I apologize for my volume. I'm not super loud. I want to say how proud I am of Caleb. Caleb is probably one of the first students that I had coming here, one of the first football players. I was the running back coach when I started. Caleb was one of the running backs, so immediately we kind of got close. This is a special kid, and if you've been around him, if you're a part of his village, then I'm telling you something you already know. Okay, this is a special kid. Words can't describe just how proud I am of you. Please know you do have a fan. I'm traveling to Shreveport. I did that so bad. In any case, I just wanted everyone to understand kind of what Coach Mativia said. If we could get more kids, if any program can get more kids like Caleb, just hard-working individuals, people who are coachable, okay, someone who's a kid that you can talk to, reason with, who wants to understand why, not difficult at all to deal with. I cannot explain to you how much easier Caleb made my job. Okay, so just trying to put that into perspective, he's somebody that will definitely elevate those around him, including who you would call superiors, people above him. He makes sure that everybody is accounted for, just a responsible young man. And again, I want you to know, extremely proud, lifetime fan. Just make sure that you are who you know you are bound to be. That's what I gotta say. Okay. But that's all I have to say. I wasn't trying to be long. Please, this is for Caleb. I appreciate
I didn't write anything today because I wanted it to be genuine. I wanted it to just come out, you know. I want to appreciate everyone for showing up here for me. I want to appreciate my village. You know, I couldn't have made it here without any of my coaches, my teachers stand on me, my family, and even some of the peers, like meeting random people who just know who I am outside of Belaire. That kept me going. You know, everybody being worried about 6. My decision was easy. Out of several different colleges, I picked the one with the best culture, with the best family, to me the best coaches, you know, and great academics. I will be extending my academic studies and my athletic career at the College of Centenary in Shreveport.
Right.